Hey guys, my name is Tana and welcome to my channel. Today we have the Kia Sorento 2.5 NA low spec 7-seater, and this is one vehicle which shocked me. Normally when you take a car and you have this first impression, how it drives, how it feels, and then you go like, yeah, this car is shit, this car is good. But this one, after 2 days of driving it, you know what? I changed my mind. It's a dad's car. Trust me, it's dad's car. I'll tell you what shortly. Stay tuned and you'll know why. This, I think, is the every dad prayers car come true. Trust me, this is going to be interesting. This is the Kia Sorento's key. I'll begin with the key itself. Now, this car obviously looks fantastic. It has got every single possible feature you want in a modern SUV design, the grille, the bumper, the side kinks, all that stuff. But let's begin with the key itself. The key is fantastic. I'll tell you why. Now, once the key is in the pocket, so it's in the pocket now. Now, do you believe that without me taking the key out, I can actually know what button does what? Because press here locks the car. And if I press here, for example, it opens the boot. Now, how did I know what button does what? That's because the button itself, the key itself, is designed uniquely. For example, I know that this is lock, and this will lock the car. This actually opens the boot, the bottom one, and the center one actually is to unlock the car. The design is such that when you hold the key in your hand, without looking at this, you know exactly what is what. And I think that's a great dad feature, especially with your kids. You got the pram with you, and you don't know what is what, and you can easily activate this stuff while the key is there. But forget that. I mean, even here, if you come closer, I mean, obviously, it's got all the cool features you want for example, auto opening by your key swiping, or you can lock the door. So everything you could ask for a dad to be in this car is there. I think it's pretty cool. When you get in the car itself, now the first thing that I realized is this: driving this car, this car is not fast, guys. Hear that? Let me just get in again, and I want you to hear the sound that it makes when you get in. I mean, there are so many things in the car that once you get in the car, you figure like, wow, really? Okay, let me start the car. Okay, you hear that? Tin, 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 tin. A composer must have done this. It's fantastic. Every single beeps, the sound the car makes, it's well adjusted. It's good. I think it's a good tone to it. Even the tone it makes when you press on and off, it's everything small little stuff in the car. They are fantastically laid out, fantastically put together. And let's begin with the car itself, the layout, the interior. Let me begin with the AC. I'm just lost here now. Where to begin? The AC. Look at this. I found a feature on a car that I haven't seen in many cars. Auto. Well, you guys know what auto is. It's for auto climate, and you press a button and it does your auto climate. But there's an auto and there's modes here. See, there's two, there's one, there's two, there's three. So when in auto mode, normally what happens is you want the car to go to the temperature you set for. Let's say I'm on 21 now, and I press automatic. It does that auto climate and what it requires to do. But here, auto, you can set an auto as well as what kind of blower speed that you want it to operate in, which is fantastic. No other car that I know of actually does this. I could be wrong, but yes, it does this. Very cool. Buttons well laid out. It's got like a touch sensitive button as well as you press in. Here it is. Okay, there's no feedback, but because it's a line over here, this makes sure your fingers are actually placed correctly to press the right button. Okay, over here, these are actual buttons. You press, see, it goes in and out. Okay, love it. Okay, the AC control. What a dad wants. A dad wants something to warm his sack, and here you have something to warm your sack. So it does give you a separate blower to warm the bottom part of your leg. So yeah, it's pretty cool to have a separate blower for downside. Over here, this one doesn't do up and down, just does left and right, and this is off. You can see there the vents, and this is fully on. So again, cool little touch over here. On this side, for the first time in a long time, I found a car that has got fast wireless charging. Yes, you hear me correctly. It's fast wireless charging. Within 2 hours, I get full charge on this. When you actually put your phone in, your Samsung, whatever it is, it gives you fast wireless charging, and that is very, very cool. It's got the Bowser's system there, USB charging, all that stuff, gadgets, very nice. Pockets, you got large bins to put your cups there. I got a big flask, no problem. Nice bin there. When I come this side, again, compartments there. Okay, you got some compartments to put more stuff in, and very deep pockets to put, you know, dad-like stuff. So it's a very much a dad's car. That's what I feel about this, you know. And this is the low spec version. And normally I don't like the fabric seats, but these seats are actually very comfortable. I don't mind these seats actually. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I actually like the fabric seats. Why? They're comfortable, they're soft, and they help you to kind of breathe. Um, Up here, you've got buttons for the light to be illuminated when you press and you open the door, or just to on all lights. Again, very much low spec on this stuff over here. The media system here. I wish they were. I guess I love the fact it's dual layer. You know, nothing, another dad stuff. When I'm driving the 3 Series, the new one, the G20, I noticed that I got problem focusing. My focal length is hard because why? Focusing something here and something here is different. So focus something that's nearby and driving to me is a little hard when I get older. But here, because the screen here is much deeper in, and this is further towards me, I find focusing while driving this car is much easier than driving a car with a screen all the way at the same focal length. So funny, but I find this is to be way easier because I'm focused to see something far away and the same focus to look down. You know, if you're younger, it not be an issue, but I think as you get older, multifocal issues are a thing. And I think this car actually achieves that by having this two depth layer cluster. So again, with the screen over here, what I don't like is this. I love the fact that over here you've got controls for radio, media, all this stuff is here in your favorites, no problem. All this stuff you can just over here. I hate the fact that the next track button is on over here. I wish it was here on the center control because my passenger, my wife, puts a hand there to control that, and I wish it was down there. But small thing, this is meant for her, not for me. But I could live with that, you know. So that's something, a small little thing there. Overall, the design of the car is fantastic. If you see here, look at that, all that texture. Oh, guys, it's beautiful. It's like a it's like a painting, you know. The whole architecture of the car, the way it's designed. Look at the buttons. Oh, 3 fingers, guys. Can't do 4, but can do 3. They're nice, big, chunky levers to open your door. Fantastic stuff. Okay. Drive mode. I've never gone drive mode more than the standard comfort because it was actually pretty good. I don't think this is meant to be a powerful pulling car. It's fine to be on comfort. I didn't have a need to go on anything more than that. But the driving aspect was something very interesting. We'll get to the video towards middle of this section, but let's go in the back and see what else we have. The back seats, okay, you've got cup holders which are very much higher up. You know, how cool is that? Normally, in most cars, most vehicles, most SUVs, they're down here to put a bottle in there, and that's about it. That's it. You have that, and it's done. What is this? No idea. So you got some stuff there. But here, you got actual cup holders for the rear seat. This is very, very interesting. You've got obviously your power window switches, and again, nice big levers for small kids. Small kids love to have nice big handles to pull and yank on, and they'll open the car as if it's going to break down at any moment in time. But this one feels very solid. Back here, you've got your 12-volt socket, USB, as well as a 180-watt 12-volt socket. Very nice. And you've got center vents for the rear. Comfortable. And it won't be a dad's car without this. It's got a third row. Yes, a third row. And the third row is pretty unique. Look at that. You've got USB over there. You've got your climate control. rear aircon, on or off and stuff. They can do stuff here. The blower increases or lows. Cool, isn't it? Okay, got 12-volt sockets there, and you've got, look at this, stuff to places to put stuff in. Your phone, I guess. Put a phone here and charge there. Very cool. And on both sides, just one on both sides. And this seems to be a very shallow sitting position, but I guess it's meant to be 5+2. That makes sense. But it's a very comfortable place to be for the small little cookies in the back, because they've got all this little stuff in the back there. Now, the seats. Okay, let me open the door here and show you why the seat actually. The seat here. Okay, obviously there's a lever there, and I can go back. If you see there, I can lean back quite far back. So for a car in this class, I'm going to sit this far back. Impressive. That's impressive, but it gets better. Wait. Okay, it gets better. Check this out. There's a button there. I don't know about you, but this button feels almost electric. It's an electric button which somehow disengages something. Something happens and it folds up this way. Very, very cool. Electric button to activate the release mechanism for all this. Very, very cool. Let me get to the back seat there and I'll show you what I mean about this having, I guess, a very shallow space to put your leg. So this is me. This is me, and if I was sitting here, the problem is this. See, my leg is so far up. Yeah, so the seats are actually very low to the ground because of this height issue. So my legs are always at this ridiculous angle. It's extremely uncomfortable. It's not meant for adult. But you know what? Kids, I think, will enjoy this. Anyway, see down there, there's a vent also for the rear passenger, the third row passenger leg, on top of having the vents over here. So comfortable for passengers. And for the dad, because the dad, while driving this car, the dad will come to all these problems of people complaining about, Dad, I want the aircon. Dad, the aircon is going here, going there. That happens in every family. In the rear, you have these over here, a small little space to put stuff in. I got my bag there, and it barely fits. It's small. They do give a tonneau cover. The tonneau cover, unfortunately, there's no place to put them when they are on the 7-seater configuration. Just sits there randomly. If you fold this down, obviously you can actually put it and hinge it on that corner there. The top, obviously, if you've seen there before, these are actually cream top, which I'm okay with. I wish they were black because my kids like to put their hands on top there, but they're fine. They've got a little switch here to on the lights in the back. Let's close up and let's go to the drive, because I think the drive, on top of the looks obviously is fantastic. If you can see here, it's great. It looks good. It looks beefy. It looks macho. It looks stunning, guys. The looks of it is crazy good. 3 LED headlights there, halogen maybe. But the drive is where it gets interesting, because the drive isn't sporty or spirited or whatnot, but the drive, it is so comfortable. And I'll tell you what shortly on this next segment. Let's go. Now, all of you are wondering how big is the Kia Sorento. So Sorento is here, as you can see there, and just behind there you can see there is a Mazda. It's a Mazda CX-5. So how big is it? Well, if I see here in the back here, and if I come on this side looking towards the Kia Sorento, you will see, yes, it's almost about 2 feet in difference. It seems like exactly where this point ends, that 1 to 2 feet is where the difference is.